We have base 90 health, which means that it'll be pretty tanky on the physical side with the base 60 defense. But on the special side, we only have 40 special defense, so we're probably not going to take very many hits too well, and we're really slow, so we're always going to be moving last, pretty much. So this run's going to be pretty difficult, just based off stats. Our moveset for this run is also really bad. 4 of the moves we learn aren't 100% accurate, and we don't get any stab moves by level up at all, so that's not going to make it easier. By TM, we do get some better moves like Earthquake, so we'll actually have Stab, Rock Slide, Rock Tomb, and Iron Tail, but that's about it for good moves. So TMs aren't going to be much help either. Using the Universal Pokemon Randomizer, I replaced Piplup with Phanpy, so we can do the whole run with it. Our rival, Wake, will have Turtwig, which will definitely be the hardest for us to fight. Now we go right into our first battle with him. And he just spams withdrawal for the first half, while we whittle him down with tackle, so we just win in the end, and it's not that hard. So here's a look at our Phanpy. Its stats are okay for level 5, but we have a really terrible nature, which I forgot to show on here. It boosts special attack and lower special defense, which is really going to hurt later on in the run. And our starting moveset's pretty bad. It's kinda just like a mix of different starter movesets all at the same time. I named the Phanpy Gumbo for obvious reasons, once I get to Sandgem Town and talk to Professor Rowan. Now for the second rival fight. Starly goes down easily, but we have our attack dropped, which is really bad. I set up defense curls while he sets up withdrawals, and then after that it just becomes spamming tackle at each other until one of us goes down. And I get a crit, so I take him down a little faster, luckily. So we won the second rival battle pretty easily. Now onto the first gym. I set up a bunch of defense curls on Geodude so we can live hits later on in the battle, which ends up being really useful. I then start using rollout against it because tackle did no damage, as you can see. Then out comes Granados, and it just gets one shot by rollout, and after barely dealing any damage with headbutt. Now for Onyx, we have very little health left, and he hits a crit rock throw, but it still only does like 6 or 7 damage, so we're okay. So I use Defense Curl again, so we can get the double base power on that next rollout, and then luckily we just don't miss any rollouts to take him down, because his rock throw is doing like 1 damage per turn, so we managed to just barely brute force him to win the first gym. Now for Gardenia, the second gym leader. Natural Gift, Poison if I remember right, takes out Turtwig in one shot, and we use Rollout on Cherub. Somehow we're faster, so we hit first, and then it goes for Grass Knot. We hit the second rollout luckily, and we get a crit, and I don't think a non-crit would have taken it out, so that's good. Then out comes Roserade. It hits Magic Leaf, takes us down to 38 damage left, and we hit the third rollout to one-shot it, winning the second gym. Now for Fantina, the third gym leader. Duskull takes about 3/4 health from a natural gift, and luckily only uses Future Sight, which won't do much damage. We start building up rollouts and take out Duskull after 1. Out comes Mismagius. We hit the second rollout, dealing about half of its health. It heals with a Citrus Berry, so she won't heal it. The third rollout takes it out, and out comes Hauntor. Unfortunately, we miss rollout. Well, it goes for Shadow Claw, so we have to start building up rollouts again. The first rollout takes it to about half health, and the second one takes it out. Luckily, it missed Hypnosis in between there. So we got the third gym pretty easily, all things considered. Hey look, it's our rival Wake again. He leads with Staravia, which is bad because that means our attack is down for the entire battle. We hit our first rollout even through its double team, and the second one takes it out easily. Out comes Buizel. Somehow we outspeed, I really don't know how, and drop it with the third rollout. Out comes Grotle. We hit a fourth rollout, take it all the way down to just a sliver. He doesn't heal. We hit the fifth rollout, taking it out. We've basically won now. So he comes out with Ponyta, and we miss a takedown. Then we hit one. It leaves it with just a little health left, and I actually end up going out with Rollout here, because it's slightly more accurate than Takedown, and I don't want to get another miss and have him crit me with Ember who knows how many times. But luckily we win this battle pretty easily. I stopped by Wayward Cave to grab the Earthquake TM, so we'll actually have a stat move from now on. Now for Maylene, the 4th gym leader. Meta-Type goes for Fake Out on the first turn, but on the second turn we outspeed and use Natural Gift to take it out almost. And then we use Earthquake the next turn. Then out comes Lucario. It uses Force Palm. Luckily we don't get paralyzed, and we hit Earthquake to take it out in one shot. And then out comes Machoke. We use Earthquake, leaving just a sliver of health left, but it goes for Focus Energy. And the next turn she just doesn't heal, so we hit a Rollout to take it out and win the 4th gym. Oh hey look, it's our rival Wake yet again. He leads with Staravia, again unfortunately, but we take it out with 2 Rollouts, and it doesn't do much damage. Then out comes Buizel, and it gets taken out by 1 Rollout. And then out comes Groudle, and it gets taken out by 2 more. So we have used all 5 rollouts again and taken out 3 of his 4 Pokemon, which is crazy luck. Out comes Ponyta, outspeeds us, hits an Ember for very little damage, really, for being a crit, and we hit Earthquake to win the battle yet again. Wake just never stands a chance, it seems. Hey look, now it's the actual gym leader, Wake. I named my rival after him because I figured he would be the most difficult gym leader, and he definitely was very hard, as you can tell from the level difference from the last clip to this one. He leads with Gyarados, which is really bad because then our attack is down for the rest of the battle. We use Electric type Natural Gift to take it out in one shot, and out comes Floatzel. It hits a crit brine for about 3/4 of our health, which is really bad. But we hit Earthquake to take it out in one shot. Out comes Quagsire. We hit Earthquake to take it down to about red health, but it goes for Mud Shot for some reason. So we managed to hang on. He heals, we hit 2 more Earthquakes, and win the battle. Now for the first Cyrus fight in that Celestic Town cave area. His team is really weak to rock for some reason, so we start with Rollout, take out Sneasel in one shot with a crit, and out comes Golbat. We hit another Rollout and take it out in one shot, and then out comes Murkrow. We managed to easily live that hit of Nightshade, hit it with a 3rd Rollout, and defeat Cyrus easily. Now for our next rival fight against Wake. He leads with Staraptor again, and so we have our attack down yet again. We take it out with 2 Rollouts again though. Out comes Floatzel. It goes for Aqua Jet for some reason, even though it probably has a better move than that, and gets taken out by the 3rd Rollout. Out comes Torterra. It gets one shot by a crit Rollout, which is insane, and I never thought that would happen. Unfortunately, we missed that 5th Rollout on Rapidash, but we take it out with an Earthquake before it can deal too much damage. In fact, somehow we managed to outspeed Rapidash. Out comes his last Pokemon, Heracross. Its Brick Breaks don't do much damage, while we take it out with 2 Rollouts, which means we win yet again against Wake, our rival. Now for Byron, the Steel-type gym leader. He was not hard at all. Magneton gets taken out by 1 Earthquake easily. Steelix comes out, gets taken out by another. But Bastiodon we have to be very careful about. It has Sturdy and Metal Burst, so instead, I went for a weak Natural Gift to bait out that Metal Burst and break his Sturdy, so we don't take much damage. And then I use Earthquake to take it out and not take much damage, since he can't use Metal Burst when he's defeated, obviously. Winning us the 6th gym. Now for the Ice-type gym leader, Candace. Sneasel manages to live a rollout somehow, but a second one takes it down. Abomasnow comes out, sets up Hail, and dies to the 3rd one. Then comes out Piloswine, and it dies to the 4th rollout. But now comes the most annoying thing ever. Snow Cloak Frostlass in Hail. It then uses Double Team, and we miss the 5th rollout, which would have been an easy KO. Luckily, we just barely live a Blizzard on 23 health, and use Natural Gift to one-shot Frostlass, even with its evasion boosts, which makes it super easy to get the 7th gym badge. Now for the second Cyrus fight in the Galactic Headquarters. Sneasel's Ice Punches do quite a bit of damage, but we take it out with 2 rollouts in return. Out comes Crobat, outspeeds us, but we live that Air Cutter pretty handily, and knock it out with a 3rd rollout. And then out comes Honchkrow. But somehow we outspeed his Honchkrow, and one-shot it with rollout, beating Cyrus for a 2nd time. But he doesn't give up on his plans to destroy the whole world, so we're gonna have to fight him again later. Now for the double battle with our rival against the Team Galactic admins Mars and Jupiter. His Munchlax is basically useless, so I actually tried to kill it with Earthquake, and luckily the Bronzor helps me out here, so we can bring out his Rapidash with fire moves. I just continue to spam Rollout, which ends up taking out all of Mars's Pokemon, and then once the rollouts are done, I just continue to spam Last Resort on all of Jupiter's Pokemon, and we win pretty easily since they tended to focus on Lake's Floatzel, not my Phanpy. If they had focused on Phanpy, it might have gone differently. Hey look, it's Cyrus for the 3rd time. Now we need to completely stop him from trying to capture Giratina and destroy the world. His team is still very weak to Rock, but I decide not to focus on that. Houndoom gets dropped by 1 Earthquake. Out comes Gyarados, intimidates us, which stinks because now we have -1 attack. We hit Electric type Nature's Gift again, and one-shot it cleanly. Out comes Weavile. It hits Fake Out and 2 Ice Punches, but we take it out with 2 rollouts, so we're going into Honchkrow with only a little more than half health, which isn't good. He still has 2 Pokemon left. We hit a 3rd rollout on Honchkrow, and it was a crit and took it out in 1 shot. Out comes Crobat. We luckily do not get flinched by Air Slash, hit the 4th rollout, and beat Cyrus, finally. This battle took so many attempts, as you can see by the fact that Phanpy was level 94 by the time I beat it. Hey look, it's Volkner, the last gym leader. But he's an electric type, so it's no worry. All we do is hit 4 rollouts, take hits from his Pokemon easily. We don't even have less than half health by the time we beat him, because we just one-shot all 4 of them with Earthquake. So we don't have to worry about taking too many hits. So this gym was super easy, probably the easiest one. Now for the final rival fight before the Elite Foreign Champion, I replaced Rollout with Rock Slide because it's technically a higher power, and you don't have to worry about missing every turn or being locked in. We almost one-shot Staraptor, but it goes for U-turn in the Floatzel. It misses Ice Fang, which is 95% accurate, and we hit Earthquake to one-shot it. Now out comes Portera. If I remember right, I used Ice-type Natural Gift, and it just clean one-shot it, because we outsped anyways. Then out comes Rapidash. It outspeeds, but just uses Sunny Day and doesn't bother attacking, so we take it out easily with Earthquake. He has 2 more Pokemon left though, so we gotta be careful. Out comes Staraptor again. We hit Rock Slide, take it out, because it only had a sliver left. Then comes Snorlax, bop it with 2 Last Resorts, it's gone. Heracross comes out, bop it with 2 more Last Resorts, it's gone. Last Resort is such a good move for a Pokemon with this low. Even at level 100, we only have 96 special defense. We are not going to like Cynthia's Melodic, Lucian's team at all, or Cynthia's Roserade. They're all gonna just shred right through us. So we're gonna probably have to use Double Team to be able to beat her, unfortunately. Now for Cynthia, oh my gosh. Even getting here was so awful. I lost probably dozens of times to Lucian, to Aaron even. It was just so difficult to even get here, you wouldn't believe it. This was my 3rd attempt at Cynthia because I kept losing to Lucian repeatedly. And the only way I knew that I could beat her was with Double Team, unfortunately. There was just no other way. Milotic, Roserade, Togekiss, Garchomp, everything was faster pretty much. And just destroys poor little Phanpy. It's so awful. On Spiritomb, we just get to +6 on evasiveness because it doesn't do too much damage to us anyways. And luckily, Phanpy managed to use its pickup ability to pick up leftovers so we can heal a little bit of health each turn, which ended up saving the run definitely. One Earthquake takes out Spiritomb, which is good. My Lotic comes in, just is like, no, you don't have any evasiveness boosts. Hits us with Surf for almost half health. This is why we needed +6. Earthquake then one-shots it, luckily, just barely, and we heal up a little more. Roserade was also such a massive problem because of Energy Ball and Leech Seed. It misses Energy Ball, so we go for rest. It misses a second Energy Ball, we're still asleep. It misses a third Energy Ball, and then we wake up, hit Earthquake, and one-shot it. Togekiss has Aura Sphere, which is a guaranteed hit move, but because we're at full health, we take the hit pretty well, hit it with a Rock Slide, take it down to about yellow or red. She heals back up. We take it out with 2 more Rock Slides and go into Garchomp, her feared ace of the most feared champion. It misses Dragon Rush, which makes sense anyways. It's only 70 accuracy, plus we have all the evasion boosts. We hit Earthquake, take it down a little past half, maybe about a third. It heals with a Citrus Berry, and then we knock it out. It hits Dragon Rush through all our evasion boosts, but it doesn't do too much damage, and we drop it with another Earthquake. Out comes Lucario. It hits Aura Sphere for tons of damage, but we hit Earthquake, one-shotting it, and winning us this run after beating Cynthia, the champion. Phanpy can, in fact, beat it alone. With Double Team, unfortunately. That's the only way. And now we're in the Hall of Fame. After 66 hours, we beat Pokemon Platinum with only one Phanpy. And this Phanpy is the best Phanpy. And there's no debating that. The next run I plan on doing is a Scyther run in Heart Gold as part of the Johto Aces Challenge, the second episode.